Hey guys, Brandon here from the Bread Box. Welcome to business vlog number 2. So I am on a trip in Nebraska right now for business. I've been gone for a week. Luckily, it's my week off, so I don't have to worry about the Bread Box too much. But I thought it'd be a good time to go over kind of where we started and how we've changed and where we're at now as far as business status goes. So the idea for the bread box started in the middle of COVID, and that generated the idea for a food truck. It was going to be focused on sandwiches, different unique stuff that you don't see around here, smoked meats, and I'd be able to go anywhere I wanted to, barring permission. But that was the original idea. That's where the bread box started. Shortly after that idea came to fruition, I started a business plan on it. I decided to bring it down some and focus on something more finite, and that was bread. I wanted to be, strictly a bread bakery. And I had, at that time, started my sourdough starter. So when I decided on the bakery, finally, I redid my business plan. I drew up a diagram of how I wanted it to work. So being very small, I needed to make it financially plausible for me to be able to do this. I didn't want a brick and mortar. I didn't want to be tied down. I wanted to do my own thing. I wanted to own all my own stuff. I didn't want to lease or, anything like that. I wanted to go slow. And that's what I am doing. I'm going slow. That eventually brought up a giant bakery trailer, a mobile bakery trailer. It would be a trailer about the size of a race car trailer, those really big ones, built out with all the equipment I'd need, oven, sinks, climate control, all that stuff. And I thought it'd be a really cool, unique idea. I could go wherever I wanted to, as long as I had permission, but I'd be locally based, and that would provide me the freedom I wanted. It would be more financially plausible, and that's where I jumped off with the idea. Very early 2021, I was fortunate enough to land my dream job as a marketing coordinator, and that allowed our family to do a big move. We moved out of our small house into a house that we can actually grow into, and it just so happened that that house had a large wood shop, which would have been my side of the garage, and I was going to change my plans from the trailer to changing the garage into a bakery. So there's a couple reasons I wanted to do this. I bought the house already. That's less of an expense to buy a trailer. I could work through the cottage food laws to gain my own capital and purchase whatever I needed as I go over the long term. And eventually, when I plan on retiring a while from now, I can just do the bakery right in my garage, in my house. I have my family right through the other door. It seemed like, the perfect idea. So that's where I wanted to go with it. I scrapped the trailer idea, rewrote my business plan, and we are now in that part of the bread box. So eventually, I wanted to get my commercial license. What the commercial license would do is basically allow me to do wholesale and also sell online, like shipping products online. I'd be able to do that. That's the main reason I wanted to get a commercial license. But it wasn't a huge deal, so that's why I'm still taking it kind of slow. But the time had come to think about that, and when you're building out a place that you eventually want to be that way, to be able to have commercially available, it has to meet regulations. So you do your research ahead of time, and when you finally start building, instead of building twice, you make sure you build it right the first time. So I spoke with a few people in town and went to find out if I could actually build my garage to be a commercial kitchen. After that conversation, it was clear that I likely would not be able to get my commercial license even if I built out the garage how it was supposed to be, for a few reasons. Venting is an issue. So if I vent out of the garage in a residential area and it makes a smell of any kind, that can be disruptive to neighbors around me. Yeah, a bakery smells good, but that still doesn't mean that I can do that. So that is a negative. And then also a place like a commercial kitchen, obvious fire hazards, and a building that has something like that. I can't remember quite what they called it, but it has to have a burn time before it totally falls to the ground. It's like 2 hours or something like that. And a residential garage, even built out with special wood or drywall or whatever, isn't going to last that long. So basically venting and fire regulations would prevent me from getting my commercial license building out my garage. So I've decided to put that idea on the back burner. Like I said, it's not a big deal. It's not something I need to do. It was just something I'd like to do because I'd like to sell online and I'd like to sell wholesale if possible. So it isn't really bad news. It's fine. I'll remain a cottage food baker. It's a great law to be able to allow people to do this sort of thing or sell jellies and jams and pickled items, stuff like that. And I'm perfectly fine staying like that. Getting a commercial license is not a huge deal. But it is, it's something that future bread box will need to do. But that's a long ways down the line. It's not a huge deal. I do have options. Some of them are not good options. I could easily save capital and keep working out of my kitchen and do the trailer idea. Build out a trailer into a mobile bakery. I don't know any mobile bakery anywhere. So I think that would be unique and it'd allow me my freedom. I could rent a kitchen, like a place like the Armory. I don't know if they still do that, but I think their kitchen is considered commercial. But that would allow me to get some sort of commercial license. Not really something I'm interested in. And a brick and mortar. I could go all in and get a brick and mortar and have loans and all this and that. And yeah, that's not really something I want to do. It's kind of a full-in deal, and that's not what I'm interested in. This is strictly a hobby thing for me. It's something I love to do. It's a passion of mine. I've always baked and cooked. And that's the way I want to keep it. I don't want it to bog me down. So, yeah, right now, we're going strong as a cottage bakery. We are slowly building out our equipment to make myself more efficient. And that is all because of the support locally from everybody, and I really, really, really appreciate it. I look forward to getting into some of our other YouTube videos. I have some recipe book videos coming up. I have an idea for remaking things like Hostess snacks. So I basically pit mine against the Hostess snacks you buy in the store and see which ones are better. I think that'll be a really fun idea. And I really look forward to getting into my grandma's recipes, which will be one of the next few videos that comes out. So stay tuned for that. And I hope you guys enjoy, like, share, do whatever it is you do, comment, whatever. We will talk to you later when I get home. Take care.